Good morning, children. Today we are going to study about air pressure and wind today. Okay, and what is air pressure? We know that wind blows. Okay, but sometimes we don't feel it. If it is gentle breeze, we feel it, and sometimes if it is heavy, and it looks like a cyclone also. Okay, now air pressure. What is air pressure? Air has weight. We studied earlier classes. Air has weight, so that it exerts pressure. Air always exerts pressure on the body also, on us also, but we don't feel much. That is because our body also exerts a counter pressure. When we are pressed by the air, our body also press back. That is the counter pressure exerted by the body. So what is air pressure? Air pressure is the pressure exerted by the weight of the air. Air has weight. We said air has weight, and the weight of the air is pressed us, or pressing us. Now air pressure is the pressure exerted by the weight of the air on the earth's surface. Okay, because it moves. We know that when we are moving to the higher regions of atmosphere, on the higher parts of the atmosphere, there is no climatic change occur. Okay, there is no air or air pressure, etc. So here we can find this very close to the earth's surface in the atmosphere only. Okay, as we go up in the layers of the atmosphere, the pressure falls rapidly, very less. It decreases. The air pressure decreases with the height. Okay, so it can be experienced on the earth's surface, which is very nearby. Okay, especially we have studied in the troposphere, only the weather changes takes place, clouds and all takes place in the troposphere only. So here also, according to the height, when we are going upwards in the atmosphere, the air pressure also decreases. Okay, temperature also in the areas where high temperature is found, where the air gets heated. When the air is heated, it rises upwards. So what happens at this region? A low pressure is occurred. When in the temperature is higher, those regions, what happens? The air gets heated. The heated air rises upwards. Those regions, a low pressure is created. When there is low pressure in particular area, here comes low pressure is associated with the clouds and sky, or a wet weather, which means it may rain there. Okay, when low pressure occurs, it may rain there. But in the areas of lower temperature, which regions there is temperature is lower, the air is cold. It is therefore heavy. The cold air is denser and heavy. Okay, cold air is denser and heavy. Heavy air sinks and creates a high pressure area. When there is colder air, these regions have high pressure also occur. So these regions, we know that when high pressure is associated with a clear sky and a sunny sky and sunny days also, we can find a very clear and sunny sky in these high pressure areas. Air also we have studied moving from one place to another. Okay, air moves from one place to another, that is called wind. Okay, we are going to study about that. So air always moves from the high pressure areas to the low pressure areas. Air moves from the high pressure areas to the low pressure area. We have already studied that in the moon there is no air, so there is no air pressure also. We have you might have seen that people or the astronauts who are going to moon, who are traveling to the space, they wear a kind of suit, okay, which is called a space suit. Space suit they are wearing. So without this suit, they cannot move the air, because we know they on the moon there is no air and no air pressure also. So in that suit there is oxygen or the air for their breathing purpose is also fixed, so that they consume, they use this air which is available in their suit. Otherwise what happens when they go to the moon, if without having such kind of air pressure is not available, the air pressure does not occur, so that counter pressure our body cannot exert, so that the astronauts will their blood vessels may be bursting or break their blood vessels, so that they will start bleeding. If there is no such a suit, if they don't wear, their blood vessels will burst and they may be bleeding. It will cause, it is fatal, it may cause their death also. Now coming to the wind, what is wind? Wind is the movement of air from high pressure to the low pressure areas. So the movement of air from high pressure to low pressure area is called wind. Wind is named after the direction from which they are blowing. Suppose the wind which is blowing from the west direction, it is called westerly. If it is blowing from the east, it is called the easterly, or north wind, south wind, etc. We call the different names. In different regions also local names are also given. You might have heard about Lu. It's a local wind blowing in Rajasthan in the summer season. Okay. So here we can also find when the wind moves, we get dry leaves also are falling down, and trees can be uprooted. All these are because of the pressure exerted by the wind only. When wind highly moves, we can find even the trees can be uprooted. That much of a large wind blows. That also we say storm or cyclone also. Sometimes when the wind blows gently, you can see it blowing away smoke or fine dust also is taken away. Gentle breeze is very fine. We feel to sit outside during the if there is breeze. Okay, if it is heavy wind blows, along with that dust also falls, it will disturb us. Okay. Sometimes we can see wind can be very strong also. Okay, it is difficult to walk also. We also may be falling down. Okay, you might have experienced it is not so easy to hold an umbrella on a windy day. If wind falls wind blows very heavily, even we cannot carry and we cannot hold an umbrella also. Some other examples of strong winds have created such kind of problems. Okay, so in the coming lesson, in the coming class, we will study about what are the different types of winds. Winds are divided into broadly 3 groups or 3 categories. Okay, we will study more about these type of winds in the coming classes. 3 examples we will study, or the 3 types of winds we will study is permanent winds. First one is permanent winds. What is from the name itself, we know that from the term permanent winds, it is fixed. We know that the trade winds, westerlies and easterlies, these are the example of permanent winds. These winds are blowing constantly throughout the year in a particular direction. Permanent means itself, we know that continuously these winds blow to a particular direction, flow in a particular direction in the all through the year. And some examples are there: the trade winds, westerlies and easterlies. These type of winds blow in the same direction all through the year. Now seasonal winds. Seasonal, by the name itself we can understand that it blows in a particular season only. These winds change their direction in different seasons. According to the season, these winds change the direction. So for India, in our country, we have monsoons. Okay, monsoon is an example of a rain. winds in our country. We know in the month of June to September we have southwest monsoon, and October onwards they will be retreating or coming back from northeast. Okay, so that we call them as the name of seasonal monsoon as a southwest monsoon and northeast monsoon, so that we give the name according to its seasonal changes. Permanent winds are the fixed winds permanently blow all through the year in a particular direction. Seasonal winds blow according to the seasons. Why? When season changes, they also change. And the third one is local winds. Local itself, we know it blows only in a smaller area or particular area. These winds, local winds blow only a particular period of the day or a year in a small area, not all over the India, all through the world. It blows in a particular area locally. Okay, this is available locally only in a small area, and also in a particular period of the day or year. Okay, so land and sea breezes are the local winds. You can also, you have heard in the North India, northern parts of India, in the summer season, the Loo is best example of the local wind which blows in the northwestern part of India, which are the desert regions. In summer season, Loo blows. Okay, so we will study more about the winds in the coming classes.